Happiness is a deeply personal and subjective experience, one that nearly everyone seeks to find. The very search brings a sense of hope, that perfect happiness, it must exist and is achievable for everyone. It's like a journey between heaven and earth. One could say happiness. For many of us, it is the meaning and purpose of life, and generally the goal of human existence. These words of Aristotle resonate, and truly, as people across all cultures and generations try to understand and reach it, state of reality and lasting happiness. This universal search raises humble philosophical questions about the very essence. Make happiness what it really is, where it can be found, and how to keep it throughout life. On this journey, we must first look inward to cross external boundaries. Happiness does not exist as an eternal and unchanging essence that can simply be grasped, but rather it emerges from the choreography of our thoughts, words, and deeds in harmony with the deeper cosmic rhythm. The ancient Greek concept of eudaimonia. This concept encapsulates happiness as a state of bliss. When we feel healthy, we live virtuously, striving for knowledge and self-realization in harmony with our inner purpose and no value. The Dalai Lama adheres to this view with his universal pragmatic approach. Happiness is not something that's ready-made. It comes from our own actions. Despite all our material wealth and technological progress, we often neglect our inner work and self-awareness, which are necessary to create the causes and conditions for the flourishing of authentic happiness. We get swept away in the chase for empty, fleeting pleasures instead of sowing seeds of greater well-being. Neuroscience also shows that our brain has a built-in negative bias to focus on threats and negative peculiarities, which is an evolutionary adaptation that possibly favored our ancestors who were cautious and prepared for the worst means. Dreamers. In our modern world, awash with information, this innate tendency can distort our perception and cause us to then overlook abundance and the positivity that already exists around us, if only we notice it for a moment. So, how can we reprogram our minds to bring us more lasting happiness and joy? A definitive answer may never be received, but we have promising insights available from psychology, which can at least help illuminate the way. Self-determination theory outlines 3 basic psychological needs: autonomy, competence, and relatedness, whose fulfillment allows people to thrive and experience life satisfaction. It seems that practices like mindfulness, expressing gratitude, and cultivating supportive relationships, the effort towards mastery and growth, a life in accordance with our inner values contributes to an overflowing sense of contentment and peace. However, on the road to happiness, we must be cautious, so we do not set impossible expectations and succumb to toxic positivity, which denies the whole spectrum of human emotions. Suffering and struggles are an inevitable thread woven into the tapestry of existence. As Buddha taught, it's our attachment and resistance to the impermanent nature of all phenomena that breeds suffering. We cannot completely remove pain and sorrow, but when we open up to life's fleeting joys, of sorrows, acceptance, and grace, we can find a greater balance. At the highest level of awareness, we realize that happiness, it's not a goal that needs to be achieved, but the essence that blooms from within us through our awakened presence. Happiness is not about intensity, but balance, rhythm, and harmony. That's what Thomas Merton thought. Everyone wholeheartedly dedicates themselves to activities that align with our values and life's purpose, and fully focus on the wealth of the present moment. Happiness naturally arises as a noble undercurrent of each of our breaths. It seems the sky and earth come closer when we cultivate happiness by controlling our mind while not forgetting the heavenly virtues of compassion, kindness, generosity, and love towards all would prevail by giving of ourselves in service to others and something greater than our individual selves. We paradoxically reach the deepest sources of inner peace. Does not want in this strangely and constantly expanding form of existence. We commit that will anchor more consciousness and to the purpose of eternal searching for the finger. May we dive fearlessly into the depths of our lived experience and psyche to distinguish truth from deception, and may we accept this magnificent, boundless choreography with respect. With courage and childlike joy, we realize that every moment presents an opportunity to contribute. Beware that we honor this land with compassion and an open presence. That is actually the greatest happiness, unlimited awareness that we are inseparable from the light, which permeates and transcends all reality. This glowing naturalness isn't something we strongly seek, but only by what blooms effortlessly when we dissolve all that is rigid, both inner and outer, as well as the innermost, in both heaven and earth, and in all that we live with our whole heart, as an embodied expression, infinite itself.